In Centerville this spring, we do have road restrictions, so I want to start the conversation off with that. They are listed on the website because there are different weights for different roads. So anybody that's coming in to do any type of construction business or whatnot, please go to centervillemn.com or call City Hall 429-3232 and get those road restrictions so we make sure our roads stay intact and we don't do any damage to them. So that's one of the big things that I'd like to get out first. Second, we're hopeful that the snow melts fairly soon so people can get out and start enjoying the outdoors. Obviously we have a lot of parks and a lot of trails, but definitely those are two big things. And again, you know, there are still people ice fishing. Be very cautious going on the lakes at this point. Always check the DNR website for safety and that. But as soon as the ice is off the lakes, we welcome people to come and start fishing and enjoying the outdoors. Waterworks obviously was removed, and there's been plans for the new site. There has been an official plan brought to planning and zoning for 18 detached townhomes. Now this is preliminary. Those numbers of townhomes could go up or down, but that's the preliminary plat shows 18 detached townhomes facing the lake and that. So again, early process, still a lot to do, but there has been officially something brought to planning and zoning, and we're hopeful that everything moves forward and we get development going on that. We've talked about Peltier Estates. Again, in the winter, it's hard to start the construction. 24 townhomes there, right off of 20th Avenue. A little bit, I guess you would call the northwest part of Centerville. And again, we're hopeful for construction to start on that this spring. Ruffridge Johnson, everything looks like it's moving forward, and it looks like everything is getting squared up and they'll be ready to go here. So we're hopeful April, May, they start moving land and getting that building up. We are always looking for commercial development. Mark is our new administrator, is always willing to take calls and market the city and that. So we're hopeful that we even get some more commercial development. Public safety wise, yes, our fire district, Centennial Fire District, Harlan Lundstrom, our chief, put a lot of time and effort into getting our safety ratings. Basically, your insurance rates, whether it's personal, like a residential home, and or a business, you will see a reduction in your insurance rates because it basically tells the insurance companies that if there's a fire, the response time, the equipment, the water, that's available will help put the fire out quick. The Lions have their Cadillac dinner at St. Genevieve's Community Center April 14th. And you can get tickets by getting a hold of former Mayor Tom Wilharber, or if you just go to Centerville Lions on Facebook, all the information is right there. There's also information on the St. Genevieve's website, links to the Lions and that, but you can get the tickets for the Cadillac dinner. It's a great event. Last week, I had the pleasure of going to Centerville Elementary. Wayne Whitwam is the principal there, and I stay in touch with Wayne, and I try to get there, you know, on a regular basis. And he had asked if I would come in and speak with the student council. And I thought, what a great idea. Their questions were really well thought out, and they were very attentive, very well respected in that. And on top of that, I talked with Wayne, and he wanted me to mention that the $7 million they got in the last levy that passed did go to remodeling the school. Again, kind of like City Hall, much needed improvements. And in that safety-wise as well, when you come in now, they have to check in with your license or manually check in and everything's locked as far as the student safeties go. But just remodeling and updating the inside infrastructure, it was much needed. But boy, I left there feeling that you hear all the bad stuff, the shootings, and the kids don't listen anymore. And, it isn't like it was when I was young. And I say that about, kids, and everybody says it, when we were young, but I'll tell you, there is good. And the kids, you're always going to have tragedies. You're always going to have bad things that happen. But boy, it'd be nice to get a little bit more of the good stuff. And for those 15 students that were in that room for a half hour, wow, when I left, I was blown away. So it was cool. Centerville's welcoming. We have a lot of restaurants in town. We've got a lot of small shops that are always open, and we welcome residents to come by and visit Centerville and grab a bite to eat and do some shopping and hanging out, obviously, in our parks and trails now that the weather's getting nicer. And hopefully we're going to start adding some other activities to do.